Let's make sure that video is destroyed so that no other prosecutor ever sees it. You know, the only way that I can reconcile receiving this award, seeing my name on this beautiful award, is to acknowledge that nothing that has ever been attributed to me as being successful in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia could have been done without all the wonderful people, my colleagues, the stakeholders, who have come together to accomplish some pretty wonderful things for our state. You know, collaboration really sells what they constitute short, you know, because there's a oneness that makes them so effective, you know, and I was smart enough to seat many of them at the same table so I wouldn't forget to acknowledge that they're here. But certainly what they do on a day-to-day basis, the way that they come together, the way that their specific roles seem to morph into the roles of the others, it's certainly something that the people on the Hill could learn from. We wouldn't be facing this fiscal cliff. But in Pennsylvania, we've been able to come together to really accomplish some things that were certainly facilitated by the arrival of MacArthur. And I can tell you that when you came, it couldn't have been a better time. Many of you know about what happened in one of our counties in Pennsylvania, and it really put a black mark on what had been a really wonderful reputation for the entire state. But MacArthur came in, and we were able to take a long, hard look at what it was that we were doing across the state to make sure that Luzerne County would never be able to happen again. And so, you know, I want to thank last year's Pennsylvania Champion of Change, Bob Listenby, who is my brother and my right hand, Rhonda McKitton, who helps both of us and who adds the substance that really keeps the ball rolling. That's Paris, Washington, and I want to tell you all that if you're trying to accomplish anything that requires collaboration, don't forget about law enforcement. You know, I think that's a mistake that we sometimes make when we're talking about change in this context. But if you don't have law enforcement at the table, then you can't hope to be nearly as successful as you otherwise would be. And Paris is from our Sheriff's Department. That's Elton Anglada. He's also from the Defender Association. That young man right there sitting next to Elton is, of course, a legend across the United States of America. That's Bob Schwartz from the Juvenile Law Center, and a lot of people think I work for Bob. The fact is, I co-chair at least 2 committees with people from the Juvenile Law Center, one of which is Lourdes Rosado, who's also seated at the table. We'll be doing a presentation tomorrow on diversion, but Lourdes has taken the diversion mantra and taken it to new heights, new levels. And seated next to her is Susan Broderick, who is the bridge between prosecutors and the rest of the world. But she has been able to get us to the table where we need to be, not just because public safety is so important, but I really believe that if you don't hold young people accountable, then you can't hope to rehabilitate them. And once again, you know, I'd just like to thank Models for Change. Certainly, I don't believe that it was luck that you came when you did, so I thank God for your presence in Pennsylvania. Thank you so much.